Hey guys, this is Devin from Emery, and you're watching SoundlinkTV.
All right, what's up, everybody? This is Trenton with Soundlink Magazine here with Emery here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We got pretty much everybody here today. So how you guys doing?
Good, man, good.
Awesome. So first of all, you guys are doing this little tour and stuff, and you got some fresh faces on it and everything. We talked to some of them earlier, and they were very stoked to be out here with you guys. Being an influence on them growing up and stuff. So, what does that mean to have bands on tour with you guys that have looked up to you guys for like careers and stuff, and getting them involved in music?
I mean, it's cool. It's kind of weird, I guess, because we have been around for a long time. So most bands that we tour with that are younger probably see us as big brothers. They weren't alive. So, yeah, they see us as big brother or father figures, however you want to see it. So we try to impose upon, them as much wisdom and as we can. It's not easy just to work hard and, see how things go, So.
Sweet. Yeah, so, reflecting on all that stuff, what does it mean for you guys to come out here in this bus, which is looking very nice, by the way. I know you guys are putting this thing together and stuff. So, what does it mean for you guys to come out here and be doing this for this many years and everything and still be going strong?
I'll take this. It's really fun. We all have families and kids, so we still do this because it's important to us and we have fun and the fans like it, so we keep doing it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you guys just dropped the Revival album stuff, something you guys were doing, and you guys got a new record coming out. I don't know when it's coming out, but the Indiegogo said December and stuff. So what's up with that? When can fans expect that record and stuff, and all that cool stuff?
Well, we said December, just December 2019. Will be maybe 2020. No, we started on it already, but it won't be. We won't make it out by December. But we got a little sidetracked making this reimagined album. So it'll be out this week, and then we're already into the real tracking of the new record, though. So it's actually in real progress. The songs have been mostly written, and we're already in some of the tracking, but we'll take our time doing it, and it'll probably come out in the spring, I would think, is probably where it'll be.
About that tracking of the Revival album, taking these old songs and reimagining them in a way, creating them, was it like you were rewriting a new record with these old songs? What was the thought process behind that, getting all that stuff going?
Well, I've just been an Emery fan for a long time, and they asked me to help out. I don't know.
Well,
I was definitely not expecting this.
What's been your approach to when you take the song, like you listen to Studying Politics, and then what next? How do you do that?
Yeah, just I don't know, shifting the vibe without losing the soul of the song a little bit. I'm really terrible at this.
I just wanted to put him on the spot, but Chris is the person that's doing the arrangements. He's in charge of the project and produced it and recorded it. So we'll give him stuff or talk about it a little bit, but he'll just send us stuff for like thumbs up, change this, change that, whatever. And he's just been running with the project. So Chris plays guitar in the band now and is doing our producing. So we're collaborating with him on everything. He's doing a great job. Just not good at talking.
Not for you, Toby. I remember you talking about, in the previous, interviews, whatever, with the Matt and Toby album, you were pushing your voice in a way you couldn't do with Emery and that kind of thing. Were you trying to do that a little bit with the Revival album, taking some of these songs and doing more with your voice on this stuff than you probably wouldn't have done on a traditional Emery record?
No, not really. I think what was cool is when we were working through the songs and Chris would send them to us, it was nice, like, because the song was so developed, I was able to I knew which way I could go. Like the song, I couldn't go too, like if I was going to take the song too high, it would sound terrible or it would lose it would be too much energy for the moment or whatever. So what was really neat about this one was I felt like I was able to be a little bit more free with my vocals and not feel pressured to necessarily push really hard, but really get a better take that even if it was lower or it was in my range or whatever, it felt pretty comfortable. So yeah, there wasn't. I think on this album specifically, I felt really comfortable singing on this. Like it was just really easy. There wasn't anything where I was like, uh-oh, here we go, I got to do this thing. And there was no screaming really. So that was kind of nice for my vocals for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So the last album you guys were, it was more of a normal Emery type of album. We Do What We Want. Was a little bit more heavier and stuff. And so with this new stuff, where you guys trying to take it with this direction? What's it shaping up to be? Is it going more heavy, or is it going a little bit more what You Were Never Alone was based around?
I would say more based probably on like You Were Never Alone. Definitely a little bit more mature sounding, I guess you could say. And we just want to be more intentional about like how we write the parts specifically and how we arrange them. So, and with the Revival album, this kind of has given fans a hint of the direction we're going, just to kind of give them an idea of like, hey, you know what, this is where we want to go now. And You Were Never Alone, I mean, I was kind of looking from the outside in on that album and did some vocals and stuff, but the writing is just great, and just the arrangements are just exactly what I would want to do, you know. And so I think having this next album be that way, and maybe even another step in that direction, I think is exactly where we all want to go. And we're all kind of seeing the same future and vision for Emery, I would say. So, yeah.
So are you writing more on this album than you were on the last one, and what's that been like for you?
Yeah. I wasn't involved at all in the writing of the last album. They just kind of, we did an acoustic show together, and a couple other things, and they just asked, hey, do you want to, sing along, be a part of this album? I was like, definitely. And I could do it because of my time and job situation. And so, but with this one, yeah, we've just gotten in a room together maybe 3 times and just hashed out, 14, 15 demos. I've written some, Matt, Toby, everything. So, yes. So I will be involved in the writing process this time for sure. Okay. So, yeah.
So as the lyrics between you and Devin, are they going to be, what's the approach going to be like this go around? If you were just singing on the last one and everything, you talked about, the concept of the last one and stuff. So with you guys, going back and forth on this one, where are you guys going lyrically with it, if you guys are on that level yet?
Well, so Devin quit the band, so I have seniority now. He's back, but I've been in Emery longer than Devin now. Has Dave been in Emery longer than Devin too?
If you go to Emery's Wikipedia, they have band member charts. I'm about to make a pretty big claim right now that's substantiated by math, but if you go to the band member charts and see the years people were in the band, it's got the continuous lines and the whatever. Devin's goes and it drops out from what year? 11, and is back in like early 16, whatever. Okay. If you look at the total length of time by the lines, Dave joined the band later, but at this point, Josh, you officially have seniority over Devin as well. Josh joined the band a little bit later. His line is longer. Josh also has seniority over you. I want to take this time to announce that to the band officially. So Toby and I, maximum. And then after that, Josh. And then I think still you and then Dave.
Okay. Well, at least I'm still above Dave. I'm good.
So that's what the lyrics are about. That guy left us, and so whatever I tell him to sing, he has to sing.
All right, Matt, this one's for you, Matt. You are probably I know you and Toby are busy with Bad Christian and stuff too, but it seems like from what I hear from you, you are constantly going with many different projects and stuff with the family. So, for someone who's, I guess, wanting to get into a creative aspect, whether it be a band or a podcast, whatever, and juggle all these projects, what have you learned for time management wise to help somebody out to balance everything and still have a family and all that?
I don't have anything to share at all on that would be good. I mean, I miss and mismanage mostly is the way I feel about it. And I can tell you what the only philosophy that I have, and I just realize this way, it's not really intentional, but I'm fortunate. I spend all day, every day doing one of 2 things, either the biggest emergency or the thing I'm most excited about. And those are really the only 2 categories. Anything between that, somebody else will pick it up or it'll go away. But, if it's something that's emergency, it has to be done today or else something bad will happen, I will do it and I'll figure it out and I'll get it done probably. And other than that, I may get sidetracked on something that's big and epic or wiring or thinking about wood finishes or something. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I focus real hard on whatever I'm into, and then I do what must get done, and then all the other stuff I don't have a plan for. But it works out okay. I know that's fortunate, but that's not a good strategy I recommend, but that's what I get to do.
One thing I like to talk about bands such as yourselves about, being around for a bit is, you guys pretty much came up when CDs were still being sold. You guys, you guys probably stood in line buying CDs at one point and everything. And so with the streaming and everything coming up and everything, where do you guys see music going? Do you guys see going in more, in the vinyl direction or streaming services? And so, where do you see this music marketing go in general with the industry and stuff?
I think it's over. I think, in a general way, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's just not going to be a big thing in the future, music and all that. So streaming's good. It's the best. I'm glad it turned into a thing where people don't mind paying for it. Like, it's not free anymore, so there is some monetization, and that has enabled a ton of people. But the people you see that are making it, they're not necessarily classical bands and people that are, you know, a lot of people make the most money on that can produce a song on their laptop and upload it directly from their laptop and then get streamed a billion times and whatever. So I think the art of rock music is, you know, over. I mean, it's not going to go away. It'll always exist, and people always care about it. But I don't see it like being a bigger thing in the future or growing in some other places. You know, I think people will move on with their arts and entertainment and be interested in new things. I'm glad to be a part of rock music, but I don't anticipate it to have a big future personally.
What do you see music being then? If, you know, rock's still not going to be a thing, is it just going to be like pop or digital? Or
I don't think music is going to be that big in the future.
That's interesting.
I mean, there'll be other art forms that we're into. Like, where did painting go? Who cares about painting? We maxed
Photoshop, I guess, on that one.
We maxed it out. We had the art form of painting portraits and all this stuff, and we kind of it ran its course. We maxed it out. Then we got into music. We might have maxed that one out too. So we'll find something else.
Totally disagree. What is going to happen is music is not going to go away because I know, but it is such a value that because there's so much, it's been diminished. For example, there's a 13-year-old kid that can probably write and record and make music better than anybody in this bus in the world, right? So technology has gotten so far past what we did, where we get together in a room and start playing physical instruments to do that stuff. But what I believe is going to happen with music is it'll be more, I guess the word would be on demand. For example, I've had this idea for a while. Like, at some point in the future, there's going to be an idea for a movie. The movie is a guy and a girl get together. There's some rough stuff, a rom-com, you know, like a romantic comedy or whatever. You'll be able to pick who you want in that movie. You go, I want Tom Cruise and, I don't know, Olivia Munn in this movie. And you're going to go, you know what, I would love to have this artist and this artist playing underneath while I watch the movie. You'll be able, everything, so much so that the listener will be able to pick all of these things so that the artist will be creating and making stuff, but it will fit into your personal life even more seamlessly, so that music will always be there. That's what I think more will happen. Music will always be there. Art and all that stuff will always be there, so much so that you don't even think of it as, like you're saying, we used to think, go get in line and get a CD or something. That's gone because there's some kind of thing that you have to decide and go do and all that stuff. Music and art, maybe is the more broader term, will be so seamlessly integrated in your life that it will always be there. You'll get into your car, and your car will realize you're in a sad mood, and it'll start playing some sad song, and it'll fit you, and you'll like it, and that artist will get paid from that, and that'll happen. That's what I think. I don't think it'll be an intentional thing to love art or music. It'll just be there.
Yeah, I don't think I disagree with you. I would say this. Tell me if anybody disagrees. The best paintings, movies, and albums are in the past, not the future. Would that be fair? The most universal, everybody loves Rolling Stones, this or that, or Pinkerton, or Godfather, or Monet's paintings. Is there better paintings coming in the future that will be universally loved and landmark, and better movies? I don't think so.
No. There will be something digitally that is as beautiful as you've ever seen, and you'll be blown away by it. It won't be a paintbrush. Yes.
This is the best movie. It's better than anything else.
Yes, for sure.
The past has more iconic things that the whole culture cares about. Now it's going to be
something unbelievable is going to happen. I mean, there was E.T., and now all of a sudden everybody's shocked by Stranger Things. I mean, it's not that much different off, but now it's the most unbelievable. It'll be built upon that, but there'll be some kind of digital thing that you'll go, oh my God. Like the first time I saw, what's the movie theater you go to where it's the Dome? What's that thing? They have one in Charlotte here. IMAX, yeah. Like when I saw that for the first time, I went, oh my God. I watched a dolphin movie on IMAX, and the opening is you're in a plane flying over the ocean. I went, this is unbelievable. Technology is never going to get farther than this. So you will be surprised by technology and what it creates. Now, is art changing? Is Elon Musk creating some kind of amazing battery art? Maybe that's art.
All All right, guys. So you're on the tour for a week and everything. Where can fans expect to see you guys next, or what are you guys doing into early 2018? Bad Christian news, Matt and Toby news, and Eastside Project news for anybody. I know you released an album this year too and everything. So think you guys want to promote and plug real quick?
Yeah. So apart from just Emery touring, well, we'll continue to do these types of tours, and our new album will come out at some point next year, spring. Toby and I started a podcast called Song Rescue, where we take submitted songs and we make fun of them, and we also critique them and hopefully improve them. And we've had great feedback from it. Nobody, we haven't hurt anybody's feelings or anything. So we really enjoy it. It's fun. I mean, it's all in good fun, but we're hoping to actually help people learn and improve their songwriting skills. So that's another thing we're doing. Yeah. So as far as I know, I mean, BC Pod obviously still going strong, keep going, and talking about doing some other things like a conference maybe, things like that. So, it's going to be fun, and we'll keep it rolling.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys think you've perfected this model of touring real quick? This way, like this week-long journey, I think we talked about this earlier this year in a little article about you guys are doing these little runs and stuff, these week-long runs. I think we talked about it being the future touring, basically, paying, a certain fee to see the bands you want to see and everything. And so how do you see touring in the future while we were talking about music and all that?
I would just say something negative, so I'll let Toby answer.
It's just anxiety.
You're going to say something else after he got done plugging the new podcast and everything?
Yeah, I was going to say the main thing we're going to do next year is create anxiety for ourselves, like just pressure and is it going to work? And then it probably will.
All right, but thanks for talking to us, guys, and everything. This is Emery. I'm Trenton from Soundlink Magazine. Thanks for watching.